And joining us now with more on the security situation is Major General in the Reserves, Yaakov Amidror, former National Security Advisor and Research Fellow at both the Jerusalem Institute for Strategy and Security and the Jewish Institute for the National Security of America. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for hosting me.
So it was a relatively quiet Nakba day, especially considering we are in the midst of a terror wave. Does this mean that Israel has been able to successfully restore some of the calm to the area?
No, I don't think that this is. We were making all the efforts to do it, but we cannot say that that was achieved. What we are facing now is lonely guys without organization behind them, without any mechanism which is recruiting them, training them, sending them with weapon systems. It's lonely people decide in the morning that today they want to kill some Jews, the other they buy access like the last event, or they achieve a weapon like previous events during the last months. So the notion that will ignite the West Bank didn't succeed. We don't see the West Bank rioting around, and the same is true about the Arab citizens of Israel. No demonstrations at all. There is a very specific problem in the Temple Mountain, in which young mob is trying to ignite the place, but by strong action of the police, they didn't succeed. In one night during this Ramadan month, there were more than 200,000 Muslims praying on Temple Mountain without any demonstration.
Now, I have
demonstration is not done by those who are coming to pray, but by group of young people around the age of less than 20, which are using it to act against the system, our system,
And yet, I want to ask, because it's been 1 year since Operation Guardian of the Walls. And last year, around this same time period, we saw similar tensions between Israel, between the Palestinians, surrounding the Temple Mount, as you mentioned. And, tensions were running high then, which, of course, escalated to a full-blown conflict with Gaza. And now, tensions seem to be high just as well. Lots of opportunities for escalation. And yet, for now, as you're saying, we're seeing relative quiet. I mean, does this mean that perhaps Hamas, despite the threats, despite these lone attacks, is not ready for an escalation with Israel?
No question that Hamas want quietness in Gaza after what they suffered in the last operation a year ago. The decision in Gaza is clear. We don't want another one in this time. We have to recover from the previous one. We have to build what was destroyed by Israel during the last operation. Hamas in Gaza is looking for quiet time. They don't want another conflict now. What they try to do, and they didn't succeed, is to ignite the West Bank and to ignite and to recruit the Arab Israelis to demonstrate and to clash with Israeli forces. So in Gaza it will be quiet, but in the West Bank you will see the demonstrations and so on. Parallel to what the Hamas is trying to do, with huge failure, by the way, there are some lonely people without organization behind them. They are not recruited by the Hamas. None of them is member of the Hamas, which decided to kill Israelis. And that's what we see during the last month. By the way, 2 of the operations had been done by Arab Israelis, which both of them, all the 3, belong to Daesh, to ISIS. Not connected at all to Hamas or to the Islamic Jihad, but to ISIS. This is another problem that we are facing. Very, very little cells of ISIS supporters within the Arab Israelis, and at least two of the operations done by
ISIS.
done by
Now,
these,
I want to ask, looking.
It's ISIS supporters. It's not that ISIS sent them or gave them something. It incitement and decision to act under the umbrella of ISIS without any connection to the organization itself.
So I want to ask, looking forward, we have other events coming up, such as Jerusalem Day and Nakba Day. I mean, will these events likely add fuel to the fire and could it essentially cause a potential escalation, or are they likely to pass by relatively calmly, like we saw with Nakba Day?
We don't know. What we try to do that it will be quiet days. The Nakba Day yesterday was totally quiet. It didn't succeed to bring any group of demonstration anywhere in the West Bank or within Israel. Little demonstration in one of our universities in Tel Aviv. But what we try to do is to achieve the same achievement during Jerusalem Day. It will be more complicated because all the ceremonies are around Jerusalem, and Jerusalem is a very sensitive place. But I hope that we will succeed to achieve the same achievement in Jerusalem Day. It's too early to predict.
Let's hope we'll continue.
But this picture that you saw is very important. It's thousands of Muslims coming to pray in the Temple Mountain. No demonstration in their side, no demonstration in the Jewish side. Look at the numbers of people. The demonstrations are not done by those who are coming to pray, but by those who are coming. Yes,
important to know. Yeah, important distinction.
Yeah, those who are coming to demonstrate against Jews and against the other Arabs. In a way, it's a very unique situation because all around the world you see the Salafist organizations like ISIS and Al-Qaeda killing other Muslims. Here, what they try to do is to kill more Jews, to bring Jews and Muslims to fight, and the result at the end, as you see yesterday, is a quietness. It's the very safe place for Jews and Muslims.
Major General in the Reserves, Yaakov Amidror, thank you for your time.
The interest of both sides.
Absolutely. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.